Good morning. Well, sorry for didn't make a video last week, but I hurt my foot pretty bad and basically I couldn't walk. So, I see cows over that way. I want to show you some progress. So, y'all remember how we pulled up. We got our swell going around to the greenhouse. Got to be completed still on this corner. Going into our first bed. We got biochar beds going in right here. And then the other beds there. The greenhouse in. Water moved. But everything kind of shuffled over that direction. And we'll go down. I gotta tell you guys, I watched my first video of when we pulled up here before this, and wow, the changes. Huh? Not bad for a couple old people, but man, it's beautiful. This weekend we had some guests come down from Oregon. Surprise drop in, and it was cool. We got to hang out. They ended up buying land just over the side of that hill on the other side. So I know my neighbors back there. I've known them for a while. That's a good thing. So yeah, we kind of cooled out for the weekend and didn't do much of anything. Did a little bit of planting. Had to get my corn in, and I'll show you where I'm doing that. Oh, yeah, that hurt. Anyway, back to our beds. So this is our first bed that we did. Very first bed. And I got to tell you guys, I want to show you something. This is our dirt that we built. It went from that, just sand, to starting to look like that in just over a month. Plants seem to like it. We got tomatoes and the basil. The potatoes are doing good. Beets and radishes. More taters and more taters. Carrots are coming up. Lettuce is thinned. We did have one major damage, and a few weeks ago I showed you all the kale and collards that were coming up in this bed. Well, we have one kale left and we have one collard left. We met our grasshoppers. That's the black stuff over the seedlings. I don't know if you can see how good our wheatgrass is coming up, but I'll show you. We're protecting this from the grasshoppers. Look at that. That is Swiss chard in the back, but our wheatgrass is doing good. Yeah, those grasshoppers will come through and wipe out a bed in a day. And this one, we got bell peppers planted here. These are reds. These are greens. I got a little test going here to see if they want those. Those are zinnias with the yellow flowers. Help the pollinators. We did have a ginger come up, a ginger shoot come up. I got it protected. The rosemary's still alive. Turmeric's doing good. It sent up a shoot. They got a hold of this moringa tree, but it appears to be growing back. So we're going to protect it. Snow peas are starting to really go. The echinaceas hadn't popped up, and neither has the papaya I planted, but I'm not expecting the papaya for a while. So I did corn plantings here, and I'm using a method called dry farming on this because I was watching these documentaries on the Hopi growing, and they just dig and plant. The key to their success is they go down a lot further than you normally would on corn and on other plantings, because I'll show you, it looks dry, right? I gotta find Find some natural earth for you. Something I hadn't amended, so you can't say, well, you amended that. This stuff is super dry, right? Well, watch this. You go down, look at the color of that sand. It's a lot darker. So there's moisture in the sand, and that's why they plant deeper. So I did some corn that way, and I'm gonna do 3 more bundles of corn. A little bit different way. I'm gonna do some biochar on one. I'm gonna do fish on one, and I'm gonna do just straight up planting seed on these 3 beds here. And that's what this year is, this summer is for us, is experiment to see what grows here. See what pests deal with what. Give you a picture of the sunflowers. Look how big they got. But here's what we really are excited about. The desert's in bloom. Look at that guy. Let's see if I can find you one that's open. And the prickly pears are open. And the mammillaries are seeding. Over here, we found a prickly pear that was open. And I'll show you that. Oh, so with the price of fencing, we decided we'll do an ocotillo fence. I've got these in as fence posts, and with any luck, they live. But yesterday we had some serious wind come through, and these didn't budge. So it tells us that the planting process is good as far as getting them in the ground, holding them. And by the time I reinforce it, it should be sturdy as heck. These guys are getting ready to bloom still. But without going too far, see if I can't find a prickly pear for you. I don't want to aggravate my foot too much. This guy's been blowing up. It is beautiful. Even the choyas are gonna get blooms. I've never seen one bloom. Funny thing is, we went to a nursery with our friends to price out some fig trees and stuff like that, pomegranate trees. They were selling these guys that were maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet tops, $29. Most people out here burn them, try to get rid of them. And they're selling them for $29. I'm like, what the hell? I'm sitting on a gold mine. If it ever comes to that, and if we ever get to an economy where people are buying stupid stuff, this guy's getting ready to blow up. You know, I don't think I've ever noticed that minnow cactus. Nice. Trying to get to the prickly pear I saw bloom. I don't really have a lot of prickly pears on my property. And that's going to change. But this guy's blooming. Look how pretty those are. Look, little pollinator in the cactus. Orange flowers. And there's yellow flowers everywhere. These guys here that are like little jack-o'-lanterns or something. But look at the pods. When they open, these are not open yet. The flowers on them are gorgeous. They look kind of like lupines, but they're not a lupine. I've seen the desert lupine. That guy is getting ready to bloom. Let's go for a walk, huh? These guys are still blooming. Mesquite trees are starting to fill out. I'm trying to get to this one prickly pear I saw. Look at that hill. I mean, desert landscape, eh? Look at this. Look at the color of purple on that. It is amazing. Dark. And God, if you could smell these buttons. Oh, look at it. Sorry guys, but look at that. Is that gorgeous or what? You tell me the desert doesn't have life, huh? Again, I'm trying to find the big prickly. There we go. That is all blooming. Look at that guy. Huh? They're everywhere. When you look out here, I can't wait. Looks like I'm gonna have a succession of blooms. So I'll have blooms for a couple of weeks. Just all over the place. Little patches of happiness. You gotta love it. Show you something else I did. We noticed that if you really compact the sand when it's wet, the clay in it makes natural terracotta. So I ended up making some steps. I walked up them, I don't know if you noticed. But then I inset some rocks into them, so they're flat. And that's nice. And they appear to be holding. We also made, in our corn bed, I'll show you when I get up there. But we kind of formed the outside edge where we put the fencing up on it into like a terracotta plot so that the water doesn't go out the side, but stays right there where the corn's at. And put a little trowel system in it, but still haven't refined that. This guy's cool. It's still kind of early, so when the full sun hits them, they open up wide. And they'll do that for, from what I understand, about 3 to 4 days. Those particular ones are called hedgehog cactuses here. They're actually the Latin name. I can't say Latin too well, but it's kind of like Echinus or something like that. Anyway, and we're getting out to where, yeah, evidence of the wind blow yesterday. Gonna get out there and pick up all the paper blue everywhere that I have setting so I can burn it or plant it. In case y'all didn't know it, when you're building your beds, you can use cardboard as like to hold stuff in, of course, but to use as a layer of green in your compost layer. So this are the steps I built. So I just carved them right out of the dirt. I haven't cleaned them off yet, but I put stones in them, and these are solid. And this is where we, I don't know if you see the fencing, but we put that up here, and this is what we made, and it's solid. So that'll keep the water from running down this. Here's another one. Solid. That'll keep the water running down through a channel, kind of, to make sure it stays up there. I put this rock wall in when my foot was hurt by just sitting and moving. Amazing what you can do sitting on your butt out here. The greenhouse is coming together. And we got gifted all these. Those are aloe veras. I'm not too sure that they're actually aloe vera, but they're an aloe. Aloe has a huge family. We're going to get those in the ground today. Again, more tomatoes. These are Romas. This is a dragon fruit that we got gifted by our friend Mindy and Jason. Broke off of those, so we're going to grow it. These are lima beans coming up, more chickpeas. Our moringa that we planted on the 23rd of last month is already branching. This is pretty much abandoned at this point. This is a type of tomato, I think. We got gifted this plant. Don't know what it is. Someone told me how to say that name, but I don't know. Radicchio or something like that. I'll just call them ratatouilles. This is a mixed herb bed. And then we got beefsteak tomatoes that I planted. I planted this little batch out there to see how it's doing. That's a lemon tree. Look at this guy in bloom. Inch of area. But everything seems to be doing well. We got cucumbers planted there. And we have a watermelon planted there. This is all lentils going across the front. That back there is chickpeas. That's an aloe vera that fell out. And that's more chickpeas. And there's going to be some more chickpeas in here. And once we get down here, it's kind of going to go with some squash in here, some cantaloupe in there, along with some bush beans and corn. We got the sweet peas over here. I'm going to do probably about 6 varieties of beans in here with okra right through here. And that's what we're hoping to get planted this week. So there's our weekly update. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments I've been getting. You can comment on YouTube. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It helps me. I appreciate the messages I get on the phone. But hey, comment on Facebook. Give us a like. You know, subscribe. Or I'll send Ryder to bite you. Well, he don't bite, but I'll send Ryder to lick you. All right? All right, have a blessed day, and we love you guys. Bye.